Good morning everyone, how are you all doing today? Different kind of day here today, it's very wet. It's that soaky kind of get drenched type of rain. Sorry about the noise, the chickens are being very rowdy this morning. So I thought that I'd come up, give them their breakfast and fill you in on the latest news. Especially the news about the hornets. Yeah. Let's go and see the noisy rabble first. Your audience awaits you girls. See, these are the three troublemakers here, and she tries to keep them all in order, but they don't listen. Anyone would think the world was about to end, wouldn't they? They're like, we're not coming out there, it's raining. Come on then. Let's go in and get our breakfast. Yes, Grace. They're starving hungry, you know, they don't get fed. I don't feed them. You can tell, can't you? Scrawny little things. I think these are the best looked after hens in the valley, really. Right, you want to know about the hornets, don't you? Just hang this up and then I'll go and sit in the shed and I'll fill you in. Because you know it's an ongoing saga around here all the time from start to finish. Right. Let's go and see if my shed's leaking. Oh, it's still leaking a bit. Didn't get a chance to put that stuff on, did I? Got another crack. Yeah. Right, okay, so I thought you might like an update on the hornets. Because the situation's changing all the time here. But turns out they are European hornets. I spoke to the bee man yesterday. And I didn't realise that the nest that was up in the garage was actually a European hornet's nest and not a wasp's nest. I didn't know the difference, and it was that high up because the ceiling is above the ceiling above the stairwell to upstairs in the garage is where the nest was located, and that's about 4 metres up in the air because the rafters are really, really high up there. And I didn't realise that. Thinking back now, they were far too big to be ordinary wasps, thinking about it, because you wouldn't really see them that high up. But the nest went from being like a gobstopper size to being a golf ball size. And then it went to like a football size. And I thought, gosh, that's getting big. But then it went to like a basketball size when I looked at it the other day. I was thinking, flipping heck, that hasn't half grown. So we both went up there yesterday to have a look, because he said, oh, I'll have a look at the nest and see if I can tell the difference for you, because he's not really seen them before and doesn't really know much about them either. But while we were standing there next to his van, the hornets were flying away with the bees to eat them, because they don't sting, they eat, they bite. And that's why they can be so dangerous, because if they can bite you and you're allergic to their bite, they can kill you. So yeah, anyway, we went to have a look up in the garage, and it turns out there's like a little city up there. And in one roof area we saw about 6 new nests. There's the big one above the stairwell, and there's lots of little ones where the queens have been starting off new nests up there. So yeah, we've got a problem, a big problem. So I got in touch with the landlord yesterday, and I've got us in touch with someone who knows about European hornets, who's going to come out and try and take those nests down and try and sort out the loft, because there's bats up there, so we've got to be careful what we do. But when I was standing on the yard last night, I could hear a really loud buzz, and they were all flying around all over the place, and I could hear this loud buzz coming from below the wall, the other side of the polytunnel. I'll just show you. I'm in the polytunnel now because I'm hiding from the rain, but just a sec. Down there is where I came back from my run the other day, just there. And that was where I could hear all the loud buzzing. And yeah, it sounded like there was hundreds of them. It was just really, really loud. I can't hear it this morning. But I've just gone up now to where the bee place is. And what he had done this week was he left all the racks out, which he's taken out the hives, which have the honey on, and the wax, and he left them there all week. So what they must have done is come out of the loft, out of their nests, and gone to where the food was, because they could smell it. And he said they're not interested in the honey, they're interested in the bees. So I think because they brought that lot back, they've gone over there to feed over there on the bees. And this morning they've just gone over and he's taken all the racks. The whole place has been cleared, and there's no sign of the hornets. So I don't know what to do now, because those nests need taken down in the attic, so the landlord's going to get them sorted out. But where have all those hundreds of hornets gone? Because one nest produces 400 to 600 hornets every year, and if I think there's 8 up there, then how many hornets am I going to end up with next year? So what I'm hoping the hornets have followed him, because there was a load of loud buzzing, as I say, down there last night, but that's gone now. And I would have thought if there was a nest down there, I'd hear them today, but there's no sign of them, which in a sense is a good thing. But in a sense, most of what he saw yesterday were females, so where have all them gone? So yeah, I'm in a dilemma. I'm just hoping that they've gone and they've followed him and followed his hives, but I'm not hopeful, so we'll just have to see. So I just thought I'd give you the update and let you know, and I'll see you later. So I got these tomatoes the other day when I was in Lidl, and I've been keeping them in the fridge because I thought I might have got time over the weekend to make some tomato sauce, but I didn't. Because I don't tend to work on the weekends, and I thought, well, do you know what, I'm not ready to make it yet. So I thought, well, I'll just chop them up and put them in the freezer. So I'm going to cut them in half, and I'm going to put them in the freezer outside. I've got these bags, just ordinary Ziploc bags with a zip on the top, and I'll put a bag of tomatoes in each bag, and I'll have 2 bags of tomatoes. I've already got some tomatoes out there from last year from the greenhouse, so I'll have quite a bit. And I'm going to make bolognese, I'm going to make a chilli sauce, and I'm going to make a curry sauce, and I'm going to keep that in jars in the pantry and outside. So that's my plans for my tomatoes today. So I'm just going to chop them up, and then we'll go and put them in the freezer. So 2 lovely big bags of tomatoes off into the freezer, and I'll sort them out when I sort my others out, because I've still got my others from last year. They're the tomatoes I have from last year, so they're all organic. I froze them full, so looking forward to using those. So yeah, we've got quite a few. That's a really good crop of tomatoes, that, from last year. I didn't realise there was so many. So I'm looking forward to using them. Time to get on with something else. So when I went shopping yesterday, I bought some new plants. I got some violas. They were 20 for £2.99 in Home Bargain. So I got 2 packs of them. Another pack there. And I do some put pots for by the door. And I got these lovely rhododendrons. They were £5.49 each in Lidl. Really good plants, quite strong. And it says that they're going to grow between 150 and 200 centimetres. Now that's ideal for me for the back. So I'm happy with them. Even if they just act as a shrub, it's extra density to block out the noise. Now this one's called Red Jack. And the other one I got, look how lovely and healthy this is. Isn't it lovely? Got some nice new buds. And this one's a pink one. I love pink. And this one's called Germania. And again, it's 150 to 200 centimetres. But the good thing about this is it flowers April and May. So the ones up the top I've got at the moment, they flower in late summer. And these flower in the spring. And they'll set their flowers in June. So yeah, very pleased with them. My antirrhinums have started flowering again. And this miniature rose I got for £1 from the pound shop. Have you seen how many flowers there are on it? It was supposed to be yellow, but I don't mind it being pink. But isn't it a lovely flower? Lovely nice rosette. This is Gordon. See, I had 6 of these. I had 6 of these, and this is the last one. And do you know, it's never flowered since I've had it. Look at those lovely little flowers on it. Aren't they beautiful? Lovely blue colour. So when it's finished flowering, I'm going to try and take some cuttings from it, because I'd like to keep it going and have some more around the garden. Because Gordon did give me some cuttings the year before he died. And I lost all those when I moved. And I lost all the ones that he had in the garden, apart from this one. I mean, look at that flower sprig there. Isn't that a lovely flower spike? So I need to do that again. Try and get some cuttings off it. But this rose is doing really well. I mean, look at all those flower buds. You've seen the flowers. So for £1, I highly recommend Pound Shop. I think it's done really well. I just love the flowers. Have you seen my rose? Look at this blousy rose. Isn't it gorgeous? The more it opens up, the nicer it gets. Look. Leaping Salmon it's called. There's one flower head down there that's finished, so I'll take that off. I've got another bud coming here. Even my husband noticed it. But I'm thinking of growing it there along the black. But I don't know, because I've got a nice white one as well called Swan Lake that I want to put in. Look at Swan Lake. It was beautiful when it was opening up. I'm not too sure I like it like that. But yeah, they're both going to grow 2.5 metres tall. So they're going to be good sized ramblers. So yeah, I think one over there might be nice, because here I've got my Strawberry Fields, my David Austin rose, so I don't want that moving. I like that there. It's got a lovely long shoot coming on it now, so that's going to grow up there and be trained around this post to hide the post, because there is a drain pipe here and it does let out water onto the yard that then goes down to the grid, so I'd like to keep that like that. Do any of you have any recommendations for citrus fruits? I've got an orange, a lemon and a lime, and they look like they need a feed, but I don't know what to put on them. So if you've got any recommendations, that would be grateful. And what do I do with my fig in the winter? Because I don't want to lose my fig. Do I need to take it in and put it in the garage till it gets better established? This was from, where was it from? I think it was from DT Brown, and they were doing an offer of 50% off, and at full price it was $14.99, and it was free delivery as well. So that was a bargain. I like bargains, but it's got lots of lovely nice growth coming down the bottom here. So yeah, I'd be grateful for some advice on those. See, this is why I needed to make sure I did a good job on the fence, because they come very close, they're very nosy, they live most of their time up at the top of the hill, but they come very close to the fence. You shut up, you. So I think I'm going to leave them to it. They're very nice though. Can you see that pesky blighter eating my nettles? This one. Right, I'm going to leave him to it, he's a bit close. Bye bye. Bye bye. Right, that's a safer distance for me. You seen the little babies at the back? They're very cute. Can you see them? Thankfully they like my nettles, but they don't like my shrubs. They're going now, they must be going back up the hill. think that's all of them. You seeing the mist? Oh, it's gone. As quickly as I say that, it disappears. Right, that's that over. They're on their way out now, so that's good. I think they were looking for the farmer, and now they're going home. Right, well, it's been raining all day, and I'm just coming up to the chickens to give them our leftovers from our tea. Do you want to see what they're having? Mashed potato and cottage pie filling. All homemade. It was black bean and red lentil tonight. It was very nice. But haven't been able to get up to them all day because it's been raining. Temperature's gone a bit cooler, so I've got my blue cardigan back on. But yeah, I thought I'd bring them some dinner. Come on, Gertie. Daisy likes to stand in the food, don't you, Daisy? Come on. Everybody move over and let Pippa in. Right. Everybody's happy. They like cottage pie. Well, they like my cottage pie. But as I say, Daisy likes to stand in the cottage pie. So I've just come up to have a look in the shed. And I thought if you wanted to, we could have a look at the natural dyes. Got my box here, and I thought we could go through them and I can show you what I've got, and we can have a look and see what we're going to do next. So I've got some Brazil wood, so I'm hoping for a nice orange out of that, because it's looking orange in the bag. I've had these for years, literally years. Bought them at Wonderwool. I've got this safflower dye. It says it dyes yellow and pink, so I'd like to have a go with that. I've got sandalwood, which is a red apparently, so there's that. It says it gives a rust colour, so that'll be interesting. And then madder root. These are from Wild Colour, incidentally, which is on the internet. They're not that expensive, but in order to make it worthwhile you do need to order quite a few. I've got alkanet, which is a purple. Now this gives a lovely purple, and I've had this one for a long time. This is a George Wheel one. I think I got this the first time I went to Wonderwool back in 2016. So yeah, this desperately needs trying. I've got walnut hulls. I've got hibiscus flowers. We've got something called Valonia oak. Now I'm not sure what that is, so I'm going to have a look and look that up and see what you do with this. I got it from Forest Fibres, again at Wonderwool. So I need to have a look. I've had that probably the same length of time as I've had the other one. I've got some cochineal in here, which really does need trying. I think I got that at the same time as well, because I got that from the same company. I got these flowers from the health food shop, which is what you have with your herbal tea. So these were 75p a bag, and this is a red colour. So I thought they were worth giving a try. I bought them for tea, but I don't like the flavour, so I thought, well, I'll stick them in my box and try using them to dye some wool. And then I've got some modifiers here, which I bought a long time ago, and I've never used them, but I've got copper, iron and tin. And I don't really like using chemicals, because I can't put anything down the sink because it's a septic tank. So I have to set up a separate place where there's a load of wood ash, and just empty the bucket through the wood ash and let the wood ash purify it, so it can go back into the water system. So that's why these really are still in their packets, but I would like to give them a try and see what they're like, and see what we can do with them. So I need to learn how to use these because I've never used them, and look at this, look at the colours on them, so that tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? So yeah, we'll have to have a go, see how they go, but they're from George Wheel. And then in this tin here I've got soda ash, I've got calcium carbonate and calcium carbonate chalk. So this one's open. I have tried using it, but again I need to do some more research into what to do. But they were from Wild Colours and they've been kept in this tin, so they're all nice and dry. So they stay in this sweet tin. And then I've also got things that I've collected from the house. Now I've got a bag of onion skins. I've got more to go in here. I've got orange and I've got red onion skin, so that's them. As you can see, I don't throw anything away. I collect this off the trees when it falls off. I don't pull it off the tree, but I just collect it off the floor, off the branches, and then dry it out. There's quite a bit in here, in this bag. So I'm looking forward to using that. And then I've also got some cochineal bugs. They're from DT Craft. I've got some more of those hibiscus flowers. And I've got these. These are woad seeds that I got off my allotment. So I'm going to have a go of dyeing with them. I've also got these pot marigolds, so I thought I'd have a go of sowing them and see if I can get some flowers. So I'll do that next year. And then I've also got some avocado skins, and I've got more of them in the house. I've also got the stones out the avocados as well, and there's some more of them. So yeah, we've got quite a lot. Some more woad seeds. Let me show you them. There you go. So they give a nice colour. So yeah, I'm going to have a go at some experimenting, skein up some more yarn and have another go and put that on my video for my other channel, on my natural dyes series on my other channel. Right, so I'm going to go back in the garage now and go and finish my shelves and try and get the garage finished. And I think that's about it really. I'm just going to go and have a potter, and then I'm going to go and settle myself down for the evening, get my knitting out and chill out for the evening. So that's it from me for today. I'm going to go in. Hope you've enjoyed hanging around with me today. Sorry it's not been a walk today, but it's been far too wet to go out. So I haven't been able to go for a run and I haven't been able to go for a walk. So yeah, I've had to stay in all day. My husband's had a bad back. So yeah, there's not been a lot that I could get on with really, because he's been off work as well. So, and yeah, I'm going to go in. So, and I'll see you tomorrow. So take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and bye for now. Bye bye.